True country of football on a continent where football dominates other sports, Senegal for a very long time was not even considered as a big football powerhouse. Their 2002 golden generation gave Senegalese people joy with their performances, but it was only short-lived. With this generation getting old and had nothing more to offer, Senegalese football went through another crisis for over a decade. But today, things have changed. With the help of an excellent work done by the Senegalese Federation, the team has become the best in Africa. In this video, I will tell you why Senegal is dominating African football.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back. It's been a while, probably a week or two since I made a video on this channel. You saw in the intro and the title, today we'll be looking at why Senegal is the best African team in Africa. Senegal over these last 2 years has been able to win all of CAF's 3 major tournaments, that is the AFCON, the African Nations Championship will happen in Algeria, and the beach soccer tournament. It's the first country to do so, and many people, including me, see Senegal as the best African team, but other people have their opinions, some in Morocco, but I feel like Morocco has not done it in Africa. Morocco has not been able to conquer Africa, so that's where Senegal has the edge. So stay tuned to the end of this video and subscribe to the channel. While making this video, we are at 29 subscribers, so please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to the channel. Senegal is one of the most consistent federations in Africa. They appointed Aliou Cissé as coach in 2015, and since then he is still the one as the head coach of the Senegalese national team. That's an 8-year period. Nobody in Africa keeps a coach for 8 years. The timeline in Africa is 4 to 5 years. Senegal has been able to trust Aliou Cissé from 2015 to 2023, even though at the beginning of his time as head coach of Senegal, he had elite critics, he had people criticizing him after he left the AFCON 2017 poorly against Cameroon, failed in the final against Algeria in 2019. He had a lot of critics. Failing to move out of the World Cup in 2018 was also one of his major downfalls, but the Senegalese Federation trusted him, kept their faith in him, and they saw him as the right man to bring their first trophy back to Senegal. I feel like many African teams, many African countries do not trust a lot in coaches. They don't give time to coaches to work, and that's why Africa does not progress. Many federations are supposed to learn from Senegal. Many federations are supposed to copy what Senegal did. Trusted in Aliou Cissé and felt that his project was better, and that was one of the first African countries in this modern era to like trust in a local based coach, and he finally brought results at the end. Senegal winning the AFCON in 2022 and Senegal going on to qualify for the second round at the World Cup in Qatar. So yes, it's producing its results, and they're currently one of the best African teams. Senegal has a good youth structure. Over the years, Senegal is one of the strongest African teams, African youth teams, and they are succeeding in youth football in Africa. Senegal has made it to the under-20 AFCON finals in 2015, 2017, and 2019, and they were one of the youngest squads in the CHAN at Algeria. So over the years, Senegal has invested in academies, building academies around the country, building facilities who can train young stars, because they believe that if they can train these young players, they will eventually have players for the national team. They have built academies such as VAL FOOT and Diambas, where players like Ismaïla Sarr, Ganagé, and Sadio Mane all came from, and all these players we saw them at the AFCON in Cameroon. So Senegal invested in their youth system, and they are still investing in their youth system, because right now they are currently taking part in the under-20 AFCON in Egypt, and they just made it out of their group, and they are one of the favorites of the tournament. This is one thing that many African countries don't do. They don't invest in the youth system. They just wait for already made players from Europe to come back to play for the national team. They don't have like a support system for the national team. They don't have like somebody that is going to take up the mantle after some players leave, and that's why we don't see consistency in some African nations. Senegal has been consistent for the past 8 years, from 2015 to 2019. They have been consistent. Their players, their youth system has been supplying a lot of players to the first team. Ismaïla Sarr, Pape Matar Sarr, many other players have moved up to the national team. Yeah, and so that's one thing that has made Senegal so successful on the global stage. Senegal is investing in football. The Ministry of Sport in Senegal has put out a lot of money into football in Senegal, building training facilities, stadium, and academies around the country to promote the sport. This is the most popular sport in Senegal, and Senegal just built a brand new stadium last year, which saw them host their FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Egypt, and they are currently bidding for a 2027 AFCON. So yes, all this infrastructure that built in the country is struggling to promote the sport. And when many people love the sport, many people want to engage in the sport, and that's how the sport is going to progress in the country. Senegal is doing it differently. They are building from the base. The ministry is investing in infrastructure around the country, training facilities here and there, and they are really putting money into the federation because they know that football brings a lot of money into the country as tourists come into the country and visit Senegal. Senegal is one of the most touristic regions in Africa. And so, yeah, the Ministry of Sports is investing in Senegal, and that's one thing many other African countries are supposed to copy. That's one thing that has backed their success. The ministry has always backed them, and yeah, they're succeeding in the global front. And if Senegal continues in this period, I feel like they're going to dominate Africa for a long period of time, and nobody is going to be able to compete against them. We have seen many other African countries competing at a very high level, but Senegal has a structure in place, and they are going to be at the top for a long period of time. Opinions in the comment section. Do you feel like Senegal are going to remain at the top of Africa for a long period of time? Drop your opinions in the comment section and subscribe to the channel, like our videos, like the videos and subscribe so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a video on the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. We're currently at 30 or 29 subscribers if I'm not wrong. And the goal is to get to 100 by the end of this video. So get me to 100 subscribers. Get me to 100 subscribers. So yes, thank you and see you soon.